Snakes have been misunderstood for centuries, and thanks to old wives' tales, they have gotten a pretty bad reputation. But today we're going to bust 10 of the most common snake misconceptions, and trust me, some of these might surprise you. Number 1, snakes are aggressive by nature. A lot of people think that snakes are just waiting to attack, but the truth is, snakes are defensive, not aggressive. They don't really want to bite you, they just kind of want to be left alone. How would you feel if you had this weird human-looking thing coming up to you, trying to pet you or trying to grab you from your habitat? I mean, I'd be terrified. I'd want to defend myself too. A great example of this is the ball python. Ball pythons actually get their name from their defensive tactic, which is to retreat and ball up. That's the reason why they're called ball pythons. Now yes, this snake can strike me. He has all the ability to, but 1, he's comfortable with me, and 2, even if he did feel a little defensive, his first reaction is not going to be to strike. His first reaction is actually going to be to ball up in this defensive curl. This is why a lot of people say that ball pythons make great beginner snakes, because of the fact that their first response is to retreat. And different snakes have different ways of being defensive. For example, my hognose snakes, whenever they feel defensive, their reaction is to hood up or to even play dead. If you've ever seen a hognose snake playing dead, it's the cutest and funniest thing ever. Just don't let it musk on you. If you've ever been musked on by a snake, it's very nasty. I hate it. I'd probably shower like immediately, even if it just touched like my hand or something. But anyways, at the end of the day, yes, there is going to be that oddball that's a very aggressive snake that just all they want to do is just attack. But in all honesty, they just want to be left alone. Number 2 is all snakes are poisonous. Well, first of all, poison and venom are 2 completely different things. And out of 3,000 different species of snakes, only about 600 are actually venomous. And even fewer are dangerous to humans. For example, Dorito is a venomous species of snake. She's a hognose snake, but her venom has no effect on humans, and those people that are allergic to hognose snake venom only exhibit it mildly. Let's move on to the next one. Snakes hypnotize their prey. The only hypnotization that's probably going on here is she making me go to the store to buy her more mice. If you've ever heard that snakes can hypnotize their prey, it's not really that they're hypnotizing their prey. It's kind of more of just that fight or flight response kicking in, where, or I guess not even fight or flight. It should be fight, freeze, or flight, because a lot of prey animals actually freeze in place just due to the fear that they have for seeing a predator. I've actually experienced this myself. It was right around the beginning of high school that I went to a store and I saw a person stealing, and this person was huge. This was a big man, and he had a weapon on him. He was stealing, I saw the weapon, I saw him putting some tools into his jacket, and I completely froze up. And it was only until he got to the door that I shouted something, because I completely froze. The same can be said with a little mouse or a little amphibian or whatever prey item that snake is trying to catch. There's no magical snake powers going on. It's just a snake catching its prey. Myth number 4 is snakes can hear you talking. This is only partly true. Snakes don't have external ears, so they can't hear like you or I do. They can sense the vibrations and low frequency sounds through their jawbones and their internal ears. Snakes can sense anywhere from 50 to 1,000 hertz. So they can't necessarily hear our voices, but they can definitely hear the vibrations coming from our voices. That's why snakes, when they're hunting their prey, can actually sense the little movements that the mouse is making. I guess if you really want to speak to your snake, you have to use some kind of like vibrational language, like Mongolian throat singing or something. Number 5, all snakes have fangs. Not all snakes have fangs, only venomous snakes have specialized fangs for injecting venom. That's basically the definition of a fang. Non-venomous snakes have small, sharp teeth for grabbing prey. And although some snakes look like they may have fangs, for example, green tree pythons or Amazon tree boas, they are still just classified as teeth. Dorito here is what you would consider a venomous snake. For Dorito to inject any venom into me, she would have to walk her mouth onto my hand or my finger until she can get those rear fangs, which are the very back of her mouth, right around here, for her to actually inject any venom into me. I love Dorito. If you guys want to see a video just on Dorito, let me know. Number 6, if you kill one snake, the other one will come for revenge.
And I will have my vengeance. In this life or the next.
Snakes do not secrete attacking revenge pheromones the same way that wasps or bees do. So you don't have to worry about that. They're not really social creatures, and if you see another one nearby, it's pretty much just a coincidence. Some snakes even eat their own young. Dorito here, if I were to leave the babies with her, or even her mate, would probably eat her own mate. Snakes do not have any grudges or want to take revenge on anything, not that I've seen. Number 7, you can suck out venom. Please do not do this, and please, if you have a venom suction device in your first aid kit or in your hiking kit or your backpack, please just throw it out. Sucking venom out can actually make things a lot worse than they already are. If you're bitten by a venomous snake, just seek medical help as fast as possible, which is something very redundant for me to say, but there's different techniques that you can do to make sure that venom flows through your blood a lot slower. For example, if you get bit by a rattlesnake, don't panic and run around, because your blood is just going to flow faster throughout your body and make it a lot worse and make the symptoms actually hit you a lot faster. Instead, what you should do is just relax, seek immediate health care whenever, however, and whoever you can, and just hope for the best. Number 8 on the list is that snakes are completely boneless. Now, this couldn't be further from the truth. Snakes have a lot of bones actually, and they're also not just all tail. There's actually a lot of organs that even end up all the way to here, that you would think that are just completely tail, but her tail actually starts right here. So a lot of her is actually body and the rest of her is tail, and there's hundreds of bones in her body. Just to put it into perspective, a thread snake that's 10 centimeters long can have about 200 vertebrae in their body and the same number of pairs of ribs, equaling to about 600 bones. A giant snake like an anaconda or a Burmese python might have anywhere from 1,600 to 2,000 bones. Please, when you're handling snakes, be very careful that you're not damaging their spines. I've seen a lot of people, let the snake kind of dangle like this without any support here. All of this on the back is all spine, so just be very careful with your snakes, especially the ones that are kind of flimsy like hognose snakes. I mean, look at that. Number 9 on the list is milk snakes drink milk from cows. This is my favorite one because it's just absolutely insane. Just because they're called milk snakes, it doesn't mean that they drink milk. The myth started because people thought that they snuck into barns to steal milk, but milk snakes are just like any other constricting snake. They go for rodents and they don't drink milk. I don't know where you know what? I bet you somebody out there saw a snake probably grab onto a cow nipple because it probably thought it was like a mouse, and then immediately thought hey, snakes drink milk. But anyways, funny but weird reason why they're called milk snakes. What myth from this video did you believe was actually true? Or if it wasn't in this list, let me know down in the comments below. What myth did you believe was real and you found out was actually completely false? If you want to see more videos like this, suggest something down in the comments or click on these videos right here.